So I mentioned yesterday that if I was tryharding, I'd be playing Red Gwen. So that's what I've been playing. It's actually still day one of the expansion, if I'm being totally transparent. I could play Shellfolk. I could like do the content creator thing and like play the decks that are like new and probably not gonna last and have high variance and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, like, what if I run into a mirror? Wouldn't that just be awful? Just mono Leona? I don't think Vile Feast does anything then. I kind of want to keep Gwen and Fallen Reckoner, but I also kind of want to get on board a little bit faster than that. I'll keep the Gwen. I don't think I can really afford to keep both. Opulent Foyer has been feeling pretty good. Maybe I can clickbait that in the title if I just make this the thumbnail, right? I mean, I am playing a new card, right? So that's got to count for something in the content creator sphere. I've played a couple games with this deck. I kind of fell off of the Sivir Akshan style of gameplay. I don't know what this is. Daybreak of okay, so yeah, it's just a +1/+0. I don't give a heck.
You're wearing that?
No, I think I can take the damage. My thing is, like, if I block with, like, if I attack with this, they just block with this, so, like, it probably doesn't matter, but it will trade if I do that. Do I attack with both of these? Yeah, might as well. They're only going to kill one. Actually, the more I look at it, the less I like this attack. But it is what it is. I'll take the little bit of damage rather than like hate spiking this. I'm not too worried about the Twilight Protector sticking around. Probably just throw down Gwen here. What are they Shurima for?
This is a chance for me to leave my mark.
Radiant strikes.
Skip block on that. Get to double attack here on the open. My hallowed unit and my Gwen.
Nothing to fear.
I don't think I can not open attack, just because there are quite a few stuns in this list. Sure. But having the Ruined Reckoner and the Fallen Reckoner together does reassure me quite a bit. If I can hit this with the Fallen Reckoner or something equally impactful, that I would call equally impactful. It's actually pretty big in my opinion. Ruined Reckoner. Guess I send in Gwen. She'll go up to 6 attack and level. Block's not a bad top deck either. Sack outlets for my Fallen Reckoner just in case I want another one. Like if I want to force a second one.
Channel our power.
Do I want to force a second one? I wouldn't really get much out of playing it this turn. But I do like the idea of having it. What Shurima cards are they playing? I can't... Like, just kind of thinking about the package that they're playing. I really can't think of one. Take spell mana. I feel like the quick attack is just not going to work out. Okay, there's the Traveler. I should be safe to send in.
The mountain knows me. I am the Traveler. A single empire ruled by the true king.
To send in Gwen. Should be good. Like a Pale Cascade I can get around. What are the odds that they actually play? You know what? If I just do this. Because they play Quicksand. Well, if they play Quicksand, I lose my Gwen, but I can still flock to finish off whatever it is. I guess worst case is they Quicksand and they block with the Traveler. Oh, it's a pretty good best case, though.
I will not squander the great gift I've been given.
begin anew.
So... Okay, well there goes my Risen Reckoner play. Should I develop? What does my open look like? 5 attack, 7 attack. If I play Risen Reckoner, then it takes this offline, but it might get stunned. I think this is a good enough attack, and I like buffing this. I always like buffing the ephemeral so far. That might change as I play the deck more, but for the most part, the thought process here is, you know, obviously you don't want to trade with the ephemeral unit because it's ephemeral. And in Targon Shurima, they don't have any pings, so I don't have to worry about, you know, just getting picked off with a Mystic Shot or something.
Back, unbeliever!
I like that they are having a hard time figuring out how they want to do this. There's no way I push more damage with any of this, right? I don't think so. Just hit resolve.
My faith protects me.
In this awkward spot where I want to play the Risen Reckoner on defense, but I might just have to like play it here and glimpse it. Okay. Take that.
First time, madam? I suppose it's rather novel.
I should never tire of something.
The fact
so
that they haven't played
grand.
anything yet is horrifying to me. Okay, that explains why they haven't played anything yet. Spell Shield, alright. They don't play challenge. They don't have any challengers. So I should be able to just play my Gwen into the Spell Shield. They should have minimal things that can really pop the Spell Shield and threaten it like the Sunburst. Another Reckoner. That's great.
Sun and steel.
So yeah, I'll chump with this and hate spike it into this, so... Fallen Reckoner? Take this as a blocker off the table.
Burn away doubt.
Take your coat.
Do this. I don't even think I have to do this, but... I just want to duck the lifesteal. Unexpected. But also, a losing line on there. And congratulations, you have
Make yourself right at home.
you have gotten some health back. Your Sunhawk does nothing. I get to attack with a spell shielded unit. I don't think I need to do anything else. But I also feel like I'm in a position where I really can't lose. So I do feel a little bit safer going for the Katarina. I don't think there's a punish here. Because like Leona just pops my, like any stun just pops my spell shield. So if I didn't have spell shield on this, you know, maybe I just go for the open.
This might hurt.
But I am actually going to
Here, fishy fishy.
put the overwhelm on the Ruined Reckoner as well. Or on the Fallen Reckoner. Yeah, I didn't think they could really do much about that.
Violence solves everything.
How many games do I have to win with Red Gwen before I buy the Katarina skin? I was asking myself the same thing when I was playing so much Katarina Yasuo at the end of last expansion. I was like, man, how long until I get baited into these skins? Good old matchmaking bug still there. Reminded me this is Runeterra. Small indie company. B's already Diamond 3 and I have to play against them? This does not feel like a good Quietus matchup. Is this a good Vile matchup? Probably not. I think I'm looking for Flock. Hopefully they have limited interaction for the Katarina, and I can just kind of run away with it on that merit.
The party has a rat.
Draven's biggest fan in October 2022. Hats off. Do I attack? Do I pass? Am I supposed to vial this? I don't like having no spell mana going into my cat turn. I'm just gonna pass.
These hands know
Oh
metal
my
and
God.
magic.
So this should be the Draven turn. Why do I have so many
Hey, kiddo. Dig
Katarinas? I can actually...
Yeah, I'm out of play.
This is not a bad looking Death Lotus. And then if they try to Whirling Death the Katarina, which is unlikely because Draven's biggest fan only works if you don't have a Draven. So if they get a second Draven, they will have to top deck it here. Or I guess they could have top decked it either turn 3 or turn 4. I want to keep my mana open for the vial, sort of just in case. Okay.
They'll never know what killed them.
Noxus will pay for what they did to us.
I guess they're hitting me with the Ruined Reckoner. I actually kind of want this Katarina to die. So that I can bring it back with the Eternal Dancers. So I think what I'm going to do is actually block with this cat.
It's just a nick.
My beautiful.
Because attacking with it, going into their attack
Going
turn doesn't seem
somewhere.
great.
Not yet.
Only got one Hallowed, but that's enough for Dancers to do what they do. That was an insane top deck. I mean, playing a Gwen here obviously like wasn't bad, but I do think that the Reckoner is very good, especially if they play something like a Rumble here, which, given the pause in tempo, I think it's not out of the question that my opponent is contemplating their Draven or their Rumble discards. If you're playing Rumble, you're probably main decking Whirling Death, right? Does that make sense to
Locked
anyone
and
else?
loaded. Just needs a few adjustments. Full throttle. Working as intended.
So what, now I play Eternal Dancers, a Katarina loop? Is it just that straightforward? What interaction can you have for this? He can't block, so I don't care. Do you have a Concerted Strike? Nope. At least not yet. And not at all. Triple Katarina opener. Looking good. And then I can goof off. Vayne, Jarvan, Quinn. I don't mind the Quietest Keep. I don't know how effective Flock is going to be in this matchup. Might be worth a keep. I'm going to keep it and see how that goes. Quietest has great targets here because they're probably playing Durand Sculptor and, of course, Petricite Broadwing. This is not what I expected. But sure. And they're Ionia, so they're... What are you playing in Ionia in Vayne, Jarvan, Quinn? Are we just like hyper-focused on leveling the Vayne here?
All right, let's get to work.
I think that is what I want to kill. I don't think I'm as worried about Petricite Broadwing.
My work.
Allow me.
But I just want to get that out of play as soon as possible. Not a phenomenal hand on my part. Just got a lot better. 1 mana, they have no challenger. No Ionia spell against challenger. I guess I just play this. I can double block if I want. It's a nice theory to be able to lock the scout weapon down on this, but it's not something I think that actually happens. Especially if my plan for the time being is Katarina. I still have mana to dagger flock whatever they play for the turn. Is Gwen just better? It is if they play Vayne. Or sorry, Cat's better if they play Vayne. Gwen's better if they like have a really awkward turn. I can just Cat next turn. If I'm mostly playing her as if I'm mostly playing her for the ability to block something, then yeah. I mean, if they had played Vayne here, I'd say it's not out of the question that like they just turbo level a Vayne on me real quick. It doesn't look like they drew any of their important champions. Does this block work? Okay. That's pretty cool. I don't feel inclined to block that. So I start off the turn with Katarina.
Never played fair.
Still leaves me with Risen Reckoner. Do I just have lethal? If they only have one unit? It's +2. It's basically +4. So I could Risen Reckoner this, and then Blade's Edge, Flock, whatever they play. 6. Yeah, that's lethal. Just not what I expected.
What a joy!
Oh, I still have lethal.
No matter their resolve, mine will be stronger.
Nice. Excellent. That's why I said this is the deck I'd be tryharding with. Which I guess is what I'm technically doing now.
Has been a joy.